everyone, I am Srishti from Team Decipher with another chapter of Economic Survey, that is Powering One India. The chapter pertains to the problems related to the health of power distribution companies, the debt overhang problem, and others related to the Indian power sector and suggestive measures, schemes and solutions to it. तो जनाब हम इकोनॉमिक सर्वे के इस चैप्टर में डिस्कस करेंगे प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ पावर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कंपनीज, स्कीम्स जो गवर्नमेंट ने इंट्रोड्यूस की हैं, सॉल्यूशंस जो हमें आगे के लिए मिलते हैं इकोनॉमिक सर्वे के बाद. So let's have a look that what all we will cover while going through this chapter. Since 2014, radical changes have characterized the power sector, including record addition to the capacity of power generation and comprehensive initiatives like Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana Uday and other various schemes to improve the health and performance of the distribution companies. पावर जनरेशन की कैपेसिटी में काफ़ी इंक्रीज हुआ है एंड बहुत सारी स्कीम्स जो गवर्नमेंट ने लॉन्च की हैं वो सक्सेसफुल भी साबित हुई हैं. तो दिस चैप्टर टॉक्स ऑन हाउ these changes provide the basis for discussing issues of longer term interest for the states and their power regulators. So are you understanding that regulators भी included हैं जो schemes का part हैं? And further, it also suggests the possibility of achieving the reasonable progress in tariff structures with lower tariffs for the poor while also ensuring cost recovery. So साथ में हमें ये भी इंश्योर करना है कि अगर हम टैरिफ्स प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, लोअर टैरिफ्स टू द पुअर्स, तो हमें कॉस्ट को भी रिकवर करना है, कॉस्ट भी रिकवर हो जाए. गवर्नमेंट हैज फोकस्ड ऑन दैट by the schemes it has launched and everything else. Against the background of many positive changes that are sweeping the power sector, this chapter also attempts to make a few analytical observations that are relevant for the states, their regulators and other stakeholders. So हम बहुत सारे ऑब्जर्वेशंस पे वन बाय वन बात करेंगे जिसमें स्टेट, रेगुलेटर, गवर्नमेंट अथॉरिटीज, स्टैचुटरी बॉडीज एंड बाकी सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स भी कवर होते हैं. So let me tell you that since the present government came to power, few striking developments have taken place in the power sector. For example, there has been the highest ever increase in the power generation capacity in 2014 and 15. The various measures have helped in bringing down the peak electricity deficit in the country to the lowest ever level. On 29th December 2015, no congestion was observed in the electricity grid and the single price rupees 2.3 per kilowatt hour was discovered on the power exchange. This is the first such instance after India achieved complete grid integration on 31st December 2013. Now we will discuss the same into three parts or into three sessions. हम कह सकते हैं कि ये सारे observations, ये results की बात three parts में हम करेंगे. Starting with the Indian Railways and open access. The Indian Railways is attempting to shift to open access for power purchase. By saying open access, it is meant that procurement of power is directly from the market in a form of bid, जिसमें bidding का process होता है and fairly one wins the bid. This is not only cost efficient but also harbingers the possibility of making India one market in power. The Indian Railways is one of the largest transportation networks in the world, which consumes 17.5 billion of units of energy. That is 1.7% of country's total electricity consumption, and for which it pays about 12,300 crore to distribution companies annually. This amounts to more than 25% of the total revenue budget of Indian Railways, which is the second largest component of its revenue expenditure. So have you seen कि Indian Railways दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा ट्रांसपोर्टेशन नेटवर्क है जो कि one of the largest energy consuming sector में काउंट होता है. The Indian Railways has embarked on a cost rationalization strategy to migrate from existing arrangements with 14 state utilities or NTPC and procure electricity through open bidding process. These new arrangements are expected to result in an estimated cumulative savings of rupees 742 crores in 2015 and 16 and 1600 crores in 2016 and 17. To facilitate this arrangement, Indian Railways was given the status of deemed licensee by the Ministry of Power in May 2014. As such, the cross-subsidy charges levied by the states may not be applicable to it, but the charges for using states' transmission and distribution networks will be continued to be paid. Indian Railways has been procuring power through the state utilities at an average rate of 6.75 per unit. But definitely after all this, it has reduced. In the last year's railway budget speech, it was announced by Railway Minister that Railways proposes to procure power through the bidding process at an economical tariff from power generating companies, power exchanges and bilateral arrangements. So this initiative is likely to result in substantial savings of rupees 3000 crores at least in next few years. So in this way we might see कि काफी बचत हो सकती है हमारी. For today, we are finished with the first part. We will definitely come back with another 2 parts of the same chapter of Economic Survey. Till then, thank you for watching. Please do comment in the comment box, subscribe us, like us and share us on the Facebook. For many more things, please visit our website decipheris.com, and for any query related to subjects or any suggestions, you may also write to us. Till the next, enjoy, take care, bye-bye.